Boom. All right, what's going on, you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about a few of my current thoughts around Bitcoin versus altcoins and which of the two I personally believe is a better investment from a potential percentage gain perspective at this moment in time. So for this video, we are going to be focusing on the short to medium term time frame, so talking like a week to a month out. As many of you guys know, Bitcoin and altcoins do operate in cycles. That's just how the cryptocurrency market works. Sometimes Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins and vice versa. Sometimes altcoins outperform Bitcoin. Right now, once again, mid-March as I'm recording this, I do think altcoins are about to have their moment. That said, I do still think Bitcoin will see some positive price action over the short to medium term time frame that we're going to be talking about. But once again, from a potential percentage gain investment perspective, I personally think altcoins look really strong right now, and I'm excited to dive into some of these charts with you guys. Okay, so let's get into it. As always, we'll go over a few of the names we're going to be discussing today, and then we'll dive into each one individually. In front of us, you guys know the drill, TradingView, where we will cover once again the following names in this order going down the watch list you can see here on the right. Talk price action, talk price targets, price predictions, and good old TA. Kicking it off, of course, with the king just to set the grounds. Bitcoin, you guys always going to be the king of the market, and Bitcoin will always have somewhat of an effect on the rest of the cryptocurrency sector as a whole. Okay, so got to kick it off with the king. Again, if you guys have been watching the videos recently, then you know that I do think this correction that we saw was a pretty brutal correction, but nothing out of the ordinary. We're testing all the right lines, testing all the lines I was hoping we would, and I do think it's very likely we see some short-term upside and hopefully break through this target right here, which I'll go into explaining why that's there and why that's a very significant target over the coming days and resume the overall rally, and hopefully over the course of the next month or so, hit the infamous six-figure price target, all right? So 100K plus. But yeah, we will kick it off with the king. Move on then to the king of the alts, Ethereum. Ethereum looking pretty good right now, but there's a lot of other altcoin plays that I think are looking a lot better. So of course we can't make an altcoin video without talking about Ether. So we'll kick it off with the king of the alts, Ethereum. Move on to Cardano, a play that, in all honesty, I'll just say this right off the bat, I think is very overextended right now. I think it's a little overhyped personally, but I know a lot of you like it. I have nothing against you. If you like it, we'll take a look at the charts because Cardano is looking pretty strong on the charts as well. And because it's just ripping so hard, there's so much hype and momentum behind this thing. I wouldn't doubt the fact at all that it could keep performing, although it's ripped so hard already. It's just it's a phenomenon. So we will talk about Cardano. It's crazy how it is like the fourth largest cryptocurrency right now. Do have coin market cap right here, literally just to reference some market caps and just look at primarily market caps and volume and whatnot. Okay, so that's here if we need to reference it. But we will talk 88 or Cardano. Move on to Ripple, Ripple's XRP. So XRP is right now, as this chart only recycled about an hour ago. On the day, like last 24 hours, these are all actually in the green. But this did recycle. We're seeing a little pullback as I'm making this video. That's all right. Makes for a funner kind of real-time analysis. Move on to XRP, the one asset, which is interesting. That's in the green over the course of this past hour. So we'll take a look at XRP. Move on to ChainLink. These last three plays that we're going to talk about. So ChainLink, EOS, and Tron or TRX. So Link, EOS, TRX are my personal three, my personal favorites. I can definitely say that. They're my personal favorite altcoin plays right now. And these all have pretty similar charts. And they all look very, very promising on the charts and very, like, as far as easy reads go on charts, these are pretty easy reads in my opinion. So very bullish on these last three. Again, we'll get to those at the end. Literally going down the line here in order of market cap. So I think that's the most appropriate way to do it. It's probably the way you guys are most interested in it. And yeah, we'll talk about short, medium, and not so much longer, but probably a month out. We'll go into early April as far as price targets and price predictions are concerned. Okay, so again, we have that. Those are all the names we're going to be covering. We will reference CoinMarketCap if we need to. Just take a look at market cap. Bitcoin's still above the $1 trillion market cap. Feels great to see that. But before we do dive into the charts, you guys, as always, I will ask you to please give the video a like if you do want to gain value from it today, or if you're invested or trading or just bullish on the cryptocurrency sector in general right now after this correction. If you guys think we're bouncing back and going back to space, going back into the stars, subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, want to catch more content like this. As many of you guys know, the crypto sector, I'm pretty much tunnel vision on the crypto markets right now. So super pumped to pump out more crypto content. So subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And of course, check out my complete portfolio daily newsletter, $15 a month. First link down in the description. If you want a complete breakdown of my entire portfolio that I do update every single trading day during market hours, all call options, all put options, all stock positions, all cryptocurrency positions, of course. And with every update, I do send out a pretty comprehensive email newsletter explaining my thoughts, rationalizing the trades I'm making, new positions, old positions, all that, literally everything I'm doing. Throw some charts in there, throw some analyses in there, just whatever I think is important for you guys to know. So again, that is during market hours if you guys are interested in that. Really appreciate it if you check it out. Once again, first link, $15 a month. But if not, no worries at all. Let's dive into these charts right here. So Bitcoin is looking a little sketchy on the very short term, but regardless, Bitcoin over the course of this day, so we're on the hourly right now, and actually as we get into ETH, all these other plays, I will be focusing on the 4-hour candles. I just wanted to show you guys the kind of short-term price action for Bitcoin, just because we got to follow what's going on with Bitcoin. Oh, look at these big red candles right here, falling a little bit, but that's okay, you guys. Bitcoin did actually just today break out of the short-term downtrend. I thought that was very likely. I haven't changed these since yesterday's video at all, so it is kind of nice to see it somewhat following this trajectory, but I think it's very likely, you guys, that over the coming days, Bitcoin will ultimately test the line of resistance on this short-term downtrend from the all-time high at about 62K on March 13th. Again, you have touch points right here. I think it's very likely we will ultimately come up to test that. Maybe we come down here, bounce off this, use the previous resistance as new support prior to coming back up to testing this line of resistance. But that said, I still think it's very likely. You're seeing kind of like a head and shoulders-y pattern playing, or like an inverse head and shoulders. So like left shoulder, head, or I guess right shoulder, head, left shoulder, because it's inverted. I think it's very likely that we will ultimately come up here to test it. If we test it on March 17th, that would take us to about 58.25K. If we can break, like I've been saying, if we can break above 59K, if we can close a 4-hour, ideally a daily above $59,000 in Bitcoin, I think it's very likely that that will signal a technical reversal, and that would tell me personally, again, you guys, we've been faked out many times, but I'd be very inclined to believe that we will continue the overall uptrend. Let's get rid of this B just so we can zoom out. And if we do break above 59K, once again, 4-hour daily closure, ideally above $59,000, I think it's very likely we ultimately come back up to test just some of my good old price targets around here, around $80,000. So just generally, you guys, we'll cross these bridges when we get to it. I'll make another video tomorrow. Again, just because I'm tunnel vision on the crypto sector right now. I will make another video tomorrow, likely just catch up on Bitcoin, Bitcoin-related stocks, you guys, as always. What I'm personally most excited right now about all those Bitcoin related stocks. We saw a nice pullback today. Did present a beautiful buying opportunity, and I definitely capitalized, but we will get to that tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys about Bitcoin. We'll probably get a little more specific with the price targets tomorrow, but regardless, a closure above $59,000 for Bitcoin would tell me that we're probably heading back up to like high 70s, low 80s, low $80,000 region to test the overall lines of resistance on the greater uptrend, okay? So that is Bitcoin, and again, that does sound very bullish considering I'm thinking altcoins are going to look better, but as we dive into some of these charts, it might make more sense to you guys. Ether is actually kind of the least bullish looking. So Ether does have, and again, let's hop to the 4 hours now, because that's what we're going to look at all these with. Again, we're focusing more on the, not short, but more like short, medium term time frames, definitely not long term. So again, by the end of them, like over the course of this month, the next few weeks. So Ether does have kind of a few hurdles to jump through. Ether first, before hitting the top side of the ascending channel, so beautiful ascending channel right here, I think it's very likely that Ether does ultimately come up to test the overall line of resistance on what was a beautiful ascending channel. But the hard part for ETH is going to be getting back in, like reclaiming this ascending channel, okay? So once it broke below this late February, it's been having a really hard time. It's been really struggling to get back above this line. If we can, over the coming days, so just by the end of the week, which is March 19th, it's just March 20th is going to be this Saturday. If we can break 2100, if we can break an all-time high, that's kind of a double catalyst, because we would set an all-time high, breach the previous all-time high around 2000 even. If we can break 2100, we would break back into this ascending channel, break above the previous support, that's new resistance, again, break back into the channel, and if we see that, we will also set a new all-time high, and I think it's very likely if we see that, two very positive catalysts, I think it's likely that we see Ether come up to ultimately test the top side of this ascending channel, overall resistance on the greater uptrend, okay? That would take us to April 2nd, about 3K. That'd be awesome to see. And again, you guys, there's so many I'm so bullish on the sector. It's hard to maintain bullish sentiment when you're seeing red, when we're seeing this correction that spanned over the past week or so. But I remain bullish, you guys, because the fundamentals, all the stars from a fundamental perspective are aligning. There's no reason that the crypto markets should fizzle out right now. And again, corrections present opportunities. Corrections are a healthy part of every bull market. So if Ether can break back into this ascending channel, as always, you guys, I recommend you guys go on TradingView, just draw these lines for yourself. It's very easy. If I can do it, you can definitely do it. If Ether does break back into this ascending channel right here, that was like textbook ascending channel right here. If it does break back in there, I think it's very likely we test the top side April 1st, 2nd, that would take us to like a 3K. So exciting potential there, but again, we do have to break back into the ascending channel. Moving on, Cardano 88. So let's take a look real quick at Cardano's market cap. Bitcoin, Trilly, Ethereum at about 200 billion. Binance, it's crazy to see how far Binance coin has come so fast. Cardano, I mean, look, crazy price action right here. Cardano is at a $40 billion market cap, which is insane to think, just considering like it's not even an easily accessible coin. Like Cardano is not an easy coin to buy, which makes it that much more impressive. And I honestly don't like, I've never really, you guys, I've been following Cardano since 2017. Like I've been following this project for a long time. I've never been really impressed with the fundamental structure of this project. But obviously a lot of people are, and it doesn't make sense to me because I missed out on a lot of gains. So if you guys got in on Cardano, if you guys like it, please let me know down below why you like Cardano, and if you've been appreciating, if you have been reaping some of the rewards of a good call, because I did not. So crazy volume right here. Cardano sees some crazy price action. This might just be on Kraken because this is Kraken's index. But regardless, Cardano did reclaim this beautiful ascending channel, this very beam-like ascending channel. So Ether, you saw it was more of like a perpendicular. The lines were perpendicular like that. But this is like a megaphone ascending channel. So it's going like that, which makes the lows a little lower and the highs that much, primarily the highs that much higher. So again, it would make sense to me to see Cardano just pop up by the end of the month, just do end of the month price targets, because that's easiest. April 1st, if Cardano does happen to come up to test the top side of this ascending channel, I'll actually move this down to keep it more conservative. You guys know I like multiple touch points. Just to play conservatively, you guys, conservative price target for Cardano could be about $2.10. Again, if all goes accordingly, this is a beautiful ascending channel. Again, there's a lot of hype around Cardano right now. So although I personally feel it's way overextended and overhyped, that doesn't matter because a lot of people like it. So I wouldn't be surprised at all from just a pure technical perspective if we see Cardano break $2, set a new all-time high. And yeah, that'd be super exciting for Cardano. Moving on to XRP Ripple. I've been hearing a lot of rumblings about XRP lately. They are facing that SEC lawsuit. Still very sketch. I don't like, you guys, if Ripple does not win this SEC lawsuit, like if they are charged, this is definitely going to, I would assume just because Ripple spent so much time around the 30-cent region, if Ripple does not win, so Ripple is the company behind XRP. XRP is a token created by Ripple. If Ripple Labs does not win the lawsuit with the SEC, which is very sketchy in that, in all honesty, for full transparency, I was very well positioned in Ripple prior to that, and I actually got rid of all my Ripple because I'm not trying to deal with those legalities and that foul play. If, again, innocent until proven guilty, but I don't want to deal with that personally. If you do, once again though, it's okay. It's still a very potentially interesting trade. So Ripple, from a pure technical perspective, is either going to go up or down as we come to the end of this descending triangle right here. So I'm sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Bull-off flag. You see a parabolic move up followed by a descending triangle. Nice solid base right here. So this is definitely a descending triangle. You guys, it looks kind of like it's just a right angle. But again, bull flag, because we saw a parabolic move up, flagpole followed by this, the flag itself. We will resolve this around the end of March. So it will be interesting to see if we see this break to the downside or upside. Again, if news comes out tomorrow, you guys, of the SEC, like of Ripple losing the case with the SEC, it's probably likely we will see Ripple dump. Very, very low volume on XRP right now as well. But say they win. Like a lot of times the technicals and fundamentals just happen to play out together. That's just how the universe, the cryptoverse works out sometimes. But if Ripple say they do win the case, say it happens around here, I think it's very likely we do ultimately break out of this bull flag. Pretty much if Ripple breaks above, we'd just call it, to play it safe, 55 cents from here on. If Ripple can close a 4-hour above 55 cents, then that would be a nice closure above this line of resistance. You can actually angle this down a little more because this is a touch point right here. But regardless, I do think it's definitely going to go up or down. So sorry, but again, you guys keep an eye out on this for yourself because I'm not trading it. I just wanted to let you guys know, if you happen to be trading it, what my thoughts were. So my thoughts are pretty indifferent, but keep an eye on this for yourself if you are interested in it. So moving on to, again, my top 3 favorite plays right now: ChainLink, EOS, and TRX. All 3 of these look beautiful in their own right. So ChainLink, you can see 2 channels right here, looking pretty similar to Ethereum, just a little more volatile, which is always how ChainLink has kind of acted. ChainLink, beautiful textbook ascending channel, dumped below it. You guys dumped below it in February. Crazy price action right here, but quickly reclaimed this ascending channel right here. Started a lower level of ascending channel. Again, both these, this one's more perpendicular, this one a little more beam-like, but I think it's very likely because ChainLink is at the lower side of like this very absolute line of support on the greater uptrend. This great, like, all this, like right here, is technically one big ascending channel, kind of. But I think it's very, very likely, like as far as an asymmetric risk profile goes, which means that the downside risk is outweighed by the upside potential. I think ChainLink looks great because I feel like it's very unlikely that we dip below this line of support right here. That would take us to around 26 bucks, which is we're at 27.90 right now, so it's not much downside. Of course, we could break below it, you guys. I don't know, but I personally think it's unlikely. But the upside potential, I think we can at least come up to test the previous line of support. Again, new resistance right here, proven right here. Previous support will become new resistance. TA 101. I do think it's very likely we could come up to test this. Say we rip up for ChainLink, that'd take us to about $39. That would break a new all-time high, similar to Ether. That would be a positive catalyst. So if we do break $39, we'll probably get to $40 by like as we close out the month of March. Would break back into the previous ascending channel, and similar to Ethereum, I think it's very likely we do ultimately test the top side. So extend this out a little bit. By April 1st, that would take us to a $57 ChainLink, so like a 2x from here, which is very exciting. Obviously, a 2x, 100% gain is always exciting price action. So ChainLink, I'm very, very bullish on ChainLink personally. I did, again, shout out Portfolio Newsletter Group, Discord, I just shouted out, did increase the bag size of the following 3 today, and I'm very excited to see what happens here. So that is ChainLink. Again, you're going to see a common theme in all of these. EOS, and it's EOS I really like as well, because EOS has a very cool social media platform, like the first real decentralized social media platform called Voice. They got voice.com, paid millions of dollars for that domain itself. But I was part of the beta. I got Royce, so just at Royce on Voice if you guys want to check me out. I'm barely on it, but it's a cool platform. I really respect what they're doing. But EOS is actually executing a very cool project on their blockchain. And EOS is an OG. I think EOS's previous high was around 20 bucks back in I think it was like $22. Please correct me on that if I'm wrong, you guys, back in 2017. I don't feel like it's necessary, but just know that EOS is significantly below its high back in 2017, which in this new bull market, considering DeFi and lending and stuff has seen so much shine. I do think it's time for some of these more legacy plays, which is crazy just to think, just because they're only a few years old, they're still legacy plays. I do think that they will ultimately cycle into plays like EOS and Tron, just the companies that have always been around, been working on their projects for a long time, and I do think some of the capital will start to flow out of the lending, again, DeFi, more DeFi focused plays into these sectors as well. So from a technical perspective, I do think it's likely, just because you can see here, like EOS is dancing on such a strong line of support. Again, asymmetric profile, you guys. From a trading perspective, I think it's very likely that the downside risk is not nearly as great as the upside potential. I do think it's likely that at some point, say April 1st, again, just to keep it easy, if EOS rips up over the remainder of this month, if we rip up, test the top side, I mean, obvious top line of resistance, this line will definitely be in play. Be conservative. If you want to be conservative, you could do that right there. That would make for a more like perpendicular ascending channel. Conservative price target April 1st would be about $6.80, which, again, from a percentage gain perspective, is very exciting, but most optimistic, which a lot of traders are realistically going to be looking at, April 1st, March 31st, is going to be about $7.80, okay? So, again, still super exciting price action. If we can hit almost $8, another 2x from here. And again, just because EOS has not seen much love, but it's a very cool product in my mind, I think we will ultimately see some capital hopefully flow back into EOS over time, all right? So, close it out with good old Tron, TRX. So TRX, for full transparency, you guys, has had some controversy around them, but I've always liked the project. Like Justin Sun, who's their CEO founder, they've been through some interesting stuff, but in all honesty, a lot of the cryptocurrency space is built on marketing and the ability to present a vision, market it well, and at least execute a little bit on it. EOS is a good example of someone who's completely executed, and like Voice is a great platform. Tron, though, they've made a lot of claims. They've definitely done some cool things. They've made a lot of cool acquisitions. They've made a lot of cool PR moves. But the platform itself, I know I think just today or yesterday, they announced their NFT, that they are like their white paper for their NFT, the NFT segment of the Tron blockchain. So NFTs can be built on the Tron blockchain. Just came out like today or yesterday. You guys can go Google that if you want. You'll definitely find it. But again, a lot of like semi-progress, nothing really cool. But from a technical perspective, I really like this trade. Tron is another coin that's significantly below its all-time high in 2017. So again, just from that perspective, I like Tron as a trade. And like technically, I really like Tron as a trade just because, again, we're talking about this asymmetric profile. So Tron, this is a very, very strong line of resistance, very similar to EOS. I think the downside is very limited for both EOS and Tron right now. But I think the upside is if we do see a rally in altcoins, like the primary argument of this video I'm trying to make, that altcoins will see their moment. I think it's very, very likely that Tron will come to test this top line of resistance, like multiple touch points right here. I think this is a very, very solid line of resistance on this pretty weird skewed ascending channel. But again, you saw just sideways movement, boom, pop up, sideways movement, capitulation, just reaccumulation, and then boom, once everything starts to rally, I think it's very likely to pop up. So April 1st price target for Tron, we're currently sitting at about 5 cents. April 1st price target is going to be about just about 9.5 cents, so just under 10 cents. Again, EOS, Tron, ChainLink, the potential is about 2x. So EOS and Tron honestly look really, really good to me from just again, looking at the charts. I'm sure you guys can agree, very simple ascending channels. I love ascending channels just because they're pretty easy reach for the most part. Of course, they could break below this. If either of these break significantly below these lines of support, then it would make obvious sense that they'd see more short-term downside. But again, just as far as asymmetric risk profile, which is what I look for as a trader, these look very good. So please let me know down below, you guys. We will wrap it up there. Please let me know down below, though, which of your plays in the cryptocurrency sector is exciting you the most. Again, it's nice to see some of these altcoins seeing green as opposed to the big three right here. Again, let me know why you like these coins. Let me know what your price targets are for these coins. And let me know what coins you like if we didn't talk about it. Again, these are primary coins. Trust me, you guys, I know there's a lot of great projects out there. I do follow a lot of projects. Just keep my eye on the whole sector. But when it comes to actually like putting my capital in, I keep it pretty limited. And yeah, I hope you guys, again, I still talk about ADA and XRP, although I'm not personally invested in them at the moment. So hope you guys appreciate it. Again, look forward to talking to you guys downstairs, learning from you guys, just talking shop. So I'll catch you in the comments down below. And until next time, you guys, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.